Hello and welcome. This is The Republic, reaching you live on Sleek 101.9 FM here in Owa-Ekei, Delta State. I am the General. Today is Tuesday, December 31, 2024. The very last day, not just in the month of December, but in the year 2024. What are you grateful for? Of course, thank God we're all alive to see the end of 2024, and congratulations on making it to the final day of the year 2024. The Republic is a program where we discuss topical issues, and today, as always, I'm not alone. I have Sonny Bobo. Sonny, good morning.
Good morning, the General.
Happy final day of 2024.
Happy final day of 2024.
It don't finish like this.
like play.
But that's it. We're grateful for life.
Yes, and, we are indeed grateful.
Not just Sonny alone. Sonny, okay, let me introduce the next personality here. Cassie is in the studio. Cassie, good morning.
Good morning.
You look all smiles, Cassie.
I'm grateful to God.
All right, 2024. Happy final day of 2024.
Same to you.
All right. So Sonny and Cassie, quickly, what could you look back to in the year 2024 and say you're grateful for? What is that one thing?
I think one thing is life. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
one
yes.
thing. All right, you've mentioned one thing. Cassie?
Same with
Same. All right. But what happened in 2024 politically, economically, and otherwise?
A lot happened. The minimum wage back and forth.
You didn't allow me to finish.
The tripartite committee, the minimum wage back and forth, approval of 70,000 naira. How some of them implemented. How some said, okay, we don't have money to pay. And all that. That is one that I can remember very well.
But the Zamfara state governor, who hasn't implemented the 70,000 minimum wage yet, has approved 13th month salary for state, civil, and public servants.
I think he's just trying to make it look like, okay, I'm going to do something for them to be carried away in the festive period and all that. But at the end of after the 13th month, then what happened? Right. What will happen again? So that is just it.
All right. But 2024 in retrospect, we're going to do, of course, we're going to do something close to that. Maybe next year. If I say next year, I'm talking about tomorrow. So don't get it twisted. All right. And we're not just alone. We have in the building, the chairman, Delta State Traffic Management Authority, DESTMA, Chief Peter Idion, who doubles as the Adolodane of Agbo. He joins us live in our studio. Good morning, Chemo.
Good morning.
What a thick voice you have. With this voice, I'm sure there won't be traffic offenders at all with this voice.
No, they can never
be so heavy.
They can never
very heavy.
It's good to have you in the studio.
Thank you very much.
Compliments of the season.
Same to you, everybody in Sleek FM.
All right. And congratulations on your appointment as the chairman, Delta State Traffic Management Authority by the Delta State Governor, led by the Governor, Sheriff Oberawori.
Thank you very much. To God be the glory.
All right. We'll take a break now, and when we'll come back, we'll, of course, ask the chairman, Delta State Traffic Management Authority, the Chief Peter Idion, questions about his new office, and of course also allow you to call in and ask him some questions that have been bothering you. We're going to do that after this time out. Please join us again. In Owa-Ekei, Delta State. I am the General. Sonny and Cassie are in the studio with me, and today we have the chairman, Delta State Traffic Management Authority, DESTMA, Chief Peter Idion, who is in our studio here, and is here to tell us more about traffic in Delta State. Let's begin with your new office. Of course, this is how many days now into office? Or months?
Months, less than a month.
Okay, less than a month. So weeks, let's say 3 weeks into your new office. How has it been so far?
It's been fantastic.
Okay.
It's been so fine. But so sad.
Sad?
Sad indeed. Because
why sad?
Traffic offenders, the way they drive, reckless driving. Some are drunk while driving. So many things we've noticed since I came on board.
Wow.
And these are the things we're trying. Governor Oberawori's more agenda. These are things we have to stop to advise ourselves to be disciplined on the road for other road users, not for only we, but for other road users.
Now that you mentioned it, what are your plans? What plans do you have on ground to eradicate these menace? Because it is a menace, and you have those who are drunk on the streets. They are not just endangering themselves alone. Of course, by extension, they are endangering others as well. So, what plans do you have to totally eradicate or put to an end these menace?
We have so many things on ground. We have put on so many things. The board members, the new management, we're going to sit down and find a way to stop so many of these menaces. If you come to Abo or Owa-Ekei and so many other places, you cry for our people, because the menace, the Okada drivers, even the bus drivers, so many things happening. We'll look for a way to stop it, especially banning the selling of beer and other alcoholic in motor parks.
NAFDAC tried it didn't work. Are you sure that what NAFDAC tried and didn't work, how are you sure that you're going to have that fully implemented, especially within the state?
What did you say? You said NAFDAC.
Yes.
NAFDAC is not DESTMA. So we are DESTMA. We are going to be disciplined. We are going to do our best to see how we can eradicate it. We're going to see the difference between DESTMA and NAFDAC.
All right, so you stop it at the motor parks. How about in their closet?
Yeah, we're going to stop it. We're going to have a synergy. We're going to engage the National Union of Road Transport Workers, their management, to see how we can stop it. It's not only for we, because it can affect their children too, or their families. So accident does not belong to Peter Idion alone. Accident cannot happen in Peter Idian's family alone. It happens everywhere, even your own family in general. It happens in your family. I'm sure many of your brothers or sisters have had this Okada encounters, and you see what is happening.
Yes, so some of them have shared ugly experiences. I wouldn't want to delve into. But then again, let's talk about your men. It does look like they don't work on public holidays and weekends.
Yes, these are some of the things we are going to bring on board.
Okay.
The management we took over from, they have done their best to the best of their abilities. But we are here now, especially the DG, the board members. Yesterday we had a meeting, and some of these things, we discussed some of these things, and we're going to bring them on board.
Okay, so you're going to stop their public holidays because they are supposed to be, by extension, they're supposed to provide essential services. But you notice that during public holidays, you don't see them anywhere around traffic, and also during the weekends as well, where sometimes you have the road is always busier or busiest during the weekends, but they are nowhere to be found. How are you going to make sure that they are always on ground, whether public holidays, weekends or not?
We are rebranding DESTMA. Rebranding takes a lot.
Okay.
We are going to train and retrain our officers on some of these issues you raise. We will do it. We are capable of doing it. You will see a new DESTMA by next year.
All right, and when you see next year, it doesn't look like, it looks as if it's very far.
Okay, from tomorrow. General himself.
All right. What about those who do not obey traffic lights? You mentioned those who get drunk before they hit the road. What about those who do not obey traffic lights as well? At some point, I've seen them fighting your officers, your men, officers of DESTMA. Even when you go to Asaba, specifically Miriam Bangeda by that Okpanam Junction, if they are not on ground, people do not obey traffic, except you have officers who are on ground to, at the same time, control the light and also control road users.
Yes, if you go to Lagos State or some part of River State, the traffic officers don't need to be on the road. We are going to introduce modern technology on how to get offenders.
Okay.
And we're already on it.
Are you going to install CCTV?
You know it. You said it all.
Wow.
They don't need, like you said about fighting our officers. No, they don't need to get in contact with officers. We just, the CCTV will just pick you, and that is it. We send the bill to your,
like they do in developed countries. Well, once you beat traffic, of course, by the time you're getting to the door of your house, a bill is already waiting for you, pasted on your door, the door of your house, and by the time you get there, you will know that you did beat traffic.
That is the governor's idea, and we are going to do it, and he's ready to do it.
That would really be a great one if nice. You're able to do it, because we know that yes, sometimes we get to hear of these things. After all, the other day we heard that the FCT minister, Owa-Ekei, said that there are no CCTV cameras in Abuja. They are planning on installing one. Up to now, we've not heard anything, and other things as well. So we hope that your government, the government led by Sheriff Oberewori, would do that, and not just for talking sake.
Yes, even the SSG, Dr. Kingsley Emo, you know who he is, a pragmatic man. He's ready for it. He's very excited about it, and he's sure that he's been encouraging us. We thank him very much for what he's doing for Delta State, and he has assured us that he's going to give us maximum cooperation to see how we can install most of these CCTVs and so many other things, vices that Delta State, that will take Delta State forward.
All right. I had earlier asked one of the officers the challenges they pose most times on road and in trying to control the traffic and making sure that everyone road user obeys the traffic. But I was told then that they don't have towing van. That one of the reasons it does look like DESTMA is not as strong as it is in Asaba here in Delta is here in Agbo is because it doesn't have towing van. Now, if you have one towing van in Asaba, of course, you have all the road users obey traffic light and traffic law, because you have a towing van that if they break the law, they know that their vehicles will be confiscated. How do you plan on, of course, getting towing vans in all the 25 local government areas of the state?
Yes, you are aware of, you lived in Lagos, Lagos State. You saw how they started. They didn't start by buying towing vans. They were renting towing vans. If DESTMA, let me use Lagos, DESTMA tow your vehicle, they tow you to their stations, you will be the one to pay for the towing.
Yeah.
Before you take your vehicle. So the same thing here.
Okay.
The towing van. No, towing van is not an excuse for DESTMA not to work.
Okay.
Yes, it's not an excuse at all. We engage towing vans drivers that let them we work together with them.
Okay, so that's your plan.
Yes,
since you don't have any, you're going to improvise.
Yes, before the provision of towing vans. I know the governor will do that.
Okay.
Yes, but for now we're going to make do with what we have.
So since you assumed office as the chairman of Delta State Traffic Management Authority, DESTMA, how would you rate DESTMA in terms of performance and in terms of workforce as well, in terms of what they do? Because some have said that in Asaba it does look like it is very, very strong in Asaba, but in other places in Delta State that they don't even get to hear of them.
Yes, because of awareness. Because of the awareness, we are going to do our best. We are going to change so many things. Like I told you, we are rebranding. Rebranding takes a lot.
Okay.
So most of these positions we have raised, we are going to look into them. We are open to advice. We are open to discussions with anybody. No advice is too small to give to us. We want to succeed. We want a better Delta State. That is why we are going to engage so many of even corporate companies, organizations that will help us, like accident victims on the road and so many things. We are going to be involved. It's not going to be business as usual. Are
you working hand in hand with the federal road safety officers?
Not even federal road safety alone. We even police, army.
Wow.
We are engaging ourselves. There's going to be that working relationship between all of us. It's no competition. There's no competition. We are working together. Why are we working together? We are working together to save your own life, to save my life, to save our children's life, from reckless drivers.
All right. How about today? Road is always very busy today, being the last day of the year. We call it wash night, the eve of New Year. How do you plan on making sure that everyone road user, both those walking, those riding, and those driving, are safe? How do you ensure they stay safe on the road in all the 25 LGAs of the state?
Yes. Today is going to be very busy. We are appealing to our people, to Deltans. Drive carefully so that you can drive into 2025, a better 2025. We are going to, like I told you, it's engagement. We are appealing, we are begging. Drive carefully. Don't get drunk while you drive. It is wrong. Think about the other person's, the other road user. Not only you are not the only one using the road. The road is for everybody. So drive carefully. There's a lane. Mind your lane. And most of these guys, anyway, I'm not going to say so much about it. our actions will speak for us. I believe we'll still come back. You will be the general, you will be the one to cast it to, you will be the one to wants to come and say, oh, this new management of DESTMA are trying.
All right.
Put in our best.
So you're assuring us that let's borrow a lead from Davido. Assurance. You're giving us assurance that we're going to have a better DESTMA in the year 2025 and beyond.
Oh my God!
Under your leadership.
Oh my God! That is just it. That is why we are there. That is why they appointed us.
All right.
We are no lame dog. I'm not a lame dog. I have seen some of these things. I have served 35 years in Nigerian customs. I know what is obtained, and we are going to do our best. We will never let our governor down. We will never let our SSG, Dr. Kislemu, down, because they want a better data, and we assure them that the new management of DESTMA are going to do their best to bring a better data than the road users. We are appealing. We are still appealing. Like if you go to, let me digest a little. If you go to Lagos Sabah Road and go to other places, you see how they park on the road. It's not done. The road is not a motor park. Yes, government is supposed to provide motor parks. But even when you provide that motor park, some of them will not use it. They will turn it to market. Go to Baleke Market and see what is happening.
But we are aware that I think in one of the local government areas in Ikaland, I think Ika noticed that if you park wrongly, of course they would come and lose your plate number. We are aware of that.
How long do we continue to lose plate numbers?
Is that even right to lose plate numbers?
It's wrong.
All right.
How long do we continue with that kind of system? It cannot work.
Okay, life is full of twists and turns. In the event that what you have, your plans, do not materialize, what can we say of you then?
About my person?
Yeah, by the time your plans, of course, are not materialized, what you're planning to do, maybe something happens, there is a twist somewhere, somehow, and you're not able to get the job done.
I will resign.
All right. Okay.
Emphatically, I will resign.
All right. We'll take a break now. Let's hear from DESTMA. DESTMA has a message for you, and of course, we want you, our dear listener, to hear from DESTMA directly. After this time out, we'll be right back. Please join us again.
This is to notify all motorists, tricycles and motorcycle operators in Delta State that the Delta State Traffic Management Agency DESTMA is fully back on the road to enforce traffic rules and regulations within the state. Motorists, tricycles and motorcycle operators are by this notice advised to adhere strictly to all traffic rules and road traffic signs in the state. Do not use your mobile phone while driving. Always use your seat belt. Lights and reflectors must be in good condition. Avoid roads designated as one-way or no entry. Always obey speed limits. Do not drive without a driver's license or learner's permit. DESTMA is warning that failure to obey all these rules will attract severe sanctions, fines and eventual trial at the Traffic Mobile Code established by the state government. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. DESTMA wishes you all a pleasurable motoring experience in Delta State.
All right, that was a message from DESTMA, and not just DESTMA alone, even Sleek 101.9 FM. We wish everyone road user safety. Safety first, and to ensure safety, you must make sure that you don't drink and drive. All right, and you must also be very careful, because you could also be, no matter how careful you are, if that person behind you is reckless, you're going to be caught in the midst. So always when we're growing up, Sonny, we're told to look left, look right, and look left again, right?
Yeah, that was it.
All right, it's so good to have you back on the program, The Republic, reaching you live on Sleek 101.9 FM. I am the General, Sonny and Cassie, and the story with me, and today we have the Chairman, Delta State Traffic Management Authority, DESTMA, Chief Peter Idion, who is the Adolodane of Agbo Kingdom. We have more questions for you, Sonny, but you take us on that.
First of all, I want to tell the chairman a big congratulations on his appointment, and everything that he has said that he's going to implement next year. I just hope may God give you the grace to accomplish it, and everything will go on smoothly. And first of all, I want to talk about your men. Most times they are out there, and they are putting their lives on the line while discharging their duties. Sometimes they had opportunity, maybe some reckless drivers will maybe target them sometimes, and they are always there because in the line of discharging their duty, some of them sometimes they get hurt. So is there any measure that you have to keep them protected and keep them safe while discharging their duty?
Yes, the same thing I have said before, that we're going to install modern technology that will make our officers to have less contact with motorists.
Okay.
So these are one of our plans.
All right.
Yes. And secondly, we are going to train and retrain our officers. And we are going to train the trainers too. Traffic offenses are becoming too much in our area here. And it's our duty to make sure we cover. The courts are there. We are going to bring back our courts, mobile courts. And now I'm here appealing to our people. Nobody should call me traffic offense.
Thank God you brought it up. Because even the Inspector General of Police is very angry with some of the comments people make. By the time you break a law or you disobey traffic, or you do one or two things, you're going to use people use the Inspector General's name. Do you know who I am? I'm going to call the Inspector General of Police. I will call this. I will call Chief Idion. Of course, they could even be fighting with with the DESTMA officers and threatening them.
That's what they do.
We're going to call your chairman. They do that a lot.
Yes,
so how are you going to ensure that, because sometimes we know that, yes, there are, this is not animal farm, but some people are more equal than others. But then again, they threaten that they know the chairman, they know the governor, they're going to call the governor, and you're going to get sacked. How are you going to ensure that, these things do not happen under your watch?
And they face the law squarely.
Oh, please, if they don't call me, which means my voice are not working. I want them to call. Let them call the governor. Let them call somebody. See, I'm not here to profile Dr. Kesliemu. You know his character. You can't call him. You can't be an offender. Maybe traffic offender. You call Kesliemu that they seize your motor. You know you cannot call him for that such a thing. You will never, because Kesliemu expects you to do the right thing first. But if you were right and you were punished unjustly, he will step into it. But for you to an offender, a traffic offender, you are calling him, then we will tell Kislemu, if there's a fine, let him pay the fine for you. These are part of our measures. So no calling me or calling anybody. We learned most of these things from our leader. Who is our leader? Dr. Ifeanyi Atochukwu Okowa. He has imparted so many things into us. And now, some of us have to exhibit those things we learned from him. God bless him. Happy New Year to him.
All right. Congratulations once more on your new appointment. Okay, let's talk about the community engagement and partnership. A question that is, how do you ensure that traffic management decisions are transparent and accountable to the public?
Big question.
Yeah, of course. That needed you to take a deep breath.
I need to take a deep breath. But I assure you that we are going to do our best. We engage everybody. We engage Slick FM too. Like we are here now, we are engaging Slick FM.
Yeah, very important.
Very important.
Very important.
Because the awareness. Because you have to take the message to them.
Yeah.
And I thank the Slick FM for what people are doing.
Thank you.
People are doing marvelously well. God bless Slick FM.
Amen.
Management of Slick FM. Wishing you very good and for more improvement.
Amen.
More outreach.
Amen.
To our people, because you are doing a great job. God bless you.
And of course, more sponsorship as well. DESTMA will continue bringing
we'll do that.
Very important.
We'll do that.
Because that's the only way we can stay on air.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
All right.
I agree with you on that.
Thank you.
Madam Kasi. So don't bother yourself. But I will want you to help us where we are erring. Please don't hesitate to give us a call. We are going to establish a hotline where you can report our officers. Where you can, don't praise us so much. Tell us the other side of us. Tell us where we are doing bad so that we can improve. But because you know what happens in Nigeria, everybody is always praising you. Peter Idion is good. Peter Idion, I'm not good though. I'm not good. When it comes to traffic management, we are going to do it as it's supposed to be done. I don't have a right to fine anybody. Legally, It is the court. We will catch you, take you to court, the court will fine you and tell us what to do, either to impound you. I don't have that right. I've not given me that. Delta State government have not given me that right. It is the court. So we have mobile courts.
All right.
So the lawyers in this area should be ready to work. Because I know many of them are going to write petitions and so many things. We are equal to the task as long as we are doing the right thing.
All right, we'll do for a break now. Of course, we'll take a break, listen to our sponsor, Winners Group, and thereafter, take a message from DESTMA. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines for you, our dear listener, to be a part of the program. Get your questions ready for Chairman, that is a Traffic Management Authority, Chief Idion. He's going to answer all the questions that would come right after this time out. Please join us again.
Notify all motorists, tricycle, motorcycle operators for Delta State. Say the Delta State Traffic Management Agency, DESTMA, they don't come back fully for the road, and they go make sure say all the traffic rules and regulations who now obey them within the state. By this in notice, we dey advise you now make una obey traffic rules and road traffic signs for the state. Make you not use your mobile phone while you dey drive. Unless you use your seat belt, your light, trafficator light, reflector, they must be in good condition, and make you not dey follow one way or road where you see say the right, no entry. Always obey your speed limit and make you not drive without your driver's license or learner's permit. DESTMA, they warn you now. Failure to obey all these rules or blah blah. Now serious sanction, fines, and eventually to go try you for the traffic mobile court where we say the state government they don't bring you. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. DESTMA, they wish all of una say make una enjoy our road experience where for Delta State.
FM, your number one hit music station.
It's so good to have you back on the program, The Republic, reaching you live on Sleek 101.9 FM here in Owa-Ekei, Delta State. I am the General, Sonny and Cassie are in the studio with me, and today we have the Chairman, Delta State Traffic Management Authority, DESTMA, Chief Idion, who is the Adolodane of Agbo Kingdom. Of course, he's been here talking about DESTMA and how he intends to rebrand the of course, DESTMA, that's the Traffic Management Authority. Yes, from tomorrow and beyond, or from the new year, I would say. And you've been hearing from him talking about his plans and the rest of them, even the plans of the governor, that the governor intends that no officer be on the ground, so that of course the risk will be less and other things as well. So this is the point where you get to talk to him directly, ask all the questions you want to ask, and of course get answers. The numbers to call are 09162 001019, or you call 09163 001019. Those are our studio lines to call or send text messages to. The WhatsApp line is 09168 001019. What you have mentioned is the editor-in-chief of Ikamiro, Mr. Austin Kamagula, is also live with us in the studio, whose voice you will not be hearing today. But let's talk and ask questions where and where necessary. Hello, good morning. It's Leak FM.
Hello, good morning, General.
Yeah, Chris.
Good morning.
You're welcome,
Chris.
And good morning to my brother, Peter John.
Good morning, my brother.
God bless you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
You're no longer clear, Chris.
As an old man,
Okay.
I want to appreciate you for all that you have put in place concerning this traffic management board. And I
Thank
pray
you.
for God to give you the strength to do the work. My question is this. About 3 weeks ago, I met two boys beating the traffic warden at that traffic end of Abaka Road. They were beating him, tearing his clothes here and there. Apart from setting up the mobile court, is there any greater measure to deal with that situation? And if there is, if people do, will you tell the public what you have done to such a situation? That's my question.
Thank you very much, my brother. Though I didn't know your name. But,
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. The truth of the matter is that we have engaged the police. I was at the area commander's office, ACP Ugu. He has given us full assurance that he's going to support us. We are not going to take the laws into our hand. We won't do that. But the law will take its course. Anybody, the era of tearing the DESTMA officer's uniform, the era is gone. It will end today. From next year, it cannot happen, and we are going to be very drastic with it. It's not allowed. It's not. They have avenue. If any traffic officer does anything wrong, you know what to do. Either you go to the police to go and report, or we are going to, like I said, we are going to hotlines where you can report directly. But question of taking the laws into your hand and beating up somebody doing his lawful duty, it can never be accepted, and I will never accept it. We go to any length to make sure that we prosecute that person. We will not allow it. We will never allow it. No matter how highly you are placed, we will never allow that. You can't beat up anybody physically. No. All right, I refuse it.
Let's attend to the next caller.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Baba Yellow from Alicia, and from a Jones family, every child, the grandchild. So I thank my cousin for being dead.
Hope you're not going to tell the officers one day that he's your cousin.
Because I will not take it away. Very good on the road. One way, and offload along the road. Because we will not take it. We are going to give them the traders. Though we don't have problem with the traders. We have problem with the drivers.
Yeah, the drivers.
So the drivers, any truck driver coming to offload in the daytime, we will not accept it.
All right, let's hear from him.
Okay. The question is this: if a traffic person or your own person break somebody's mirror because he beat right instead of following the due process, is there any penalty for it?
Yes, when you report, there are penalties for it. That is why we said don't take the laws into your hands. So come report. When you report, you will be very happy that you reported that officer, because the officer is uniform. It's not enough because you're wearing that DESTMA uniform. It's not enough to break your traffic light. He cannot do that. That is why I said we are rebranding, training and retraining. Some of them don't know. The ignorance is not an excuse, but we will do everything possible to make sure that we protect you.
All right.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, General Akansi and Sunny Bobo.
Good morning.
Is it Nakayode? Oh, we were told that your birthday was 26th. Happy 80th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I sent 6 people for your anniversary by leaving my own. You people did not congratulate me.
Sorry.
That's why we are doing it right now.
We're planning to do that by the end of this program.
And DESTMA is telling you happy birthday too.
Exactly.
I'm coming. Let me go to our guy.
Okay.
Womasa. Ndosa.
Charity begins at home.
Yes, sir.
No government policy is a bad policy, but implementation.
Yes, sir.
If you want to advise and prove the public, start from your voice. All the traffic people who work here, they always take drugs before they go there. They take ogogoro, they take cigars. They are always very aggressive. They do not address people correctly. That is where the problem lies. Give them orientation courses.
Yes, sir.
You let change to
Happy birthday once again from DESTMA.
Yes, during our Christmas party, the daughter came. Kayode's daughter came and said that day was our father's birthday. So, is it that Kayode for all of us are sleek 101.9 especially to the public crew? We wish you a very happy birthday. No, it's still on. It's 80. We are talking about 80 years.
80,
come on.
wow.
Yeah, it's 80 and counting. It's not easy. Okay, let's continue with the calls.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I am General.
General
from Cow Market.
Please, the question I want to ask is this. You see, within the road, metropolis of the airport, where the pedestrian said, the people who are stopped, the big load over the pedestrian road, this are not new to follow there. Going into the main road, I must try to pass. How will you take it?
Okay, if I understand you well, you're talking about the pedestrian walkway. If vehicles are going through, yes, vehicles going through that place. So how will you handle it, sir? When vehicles are moving through the pedestrian walkway?
It's not new to us. It may interest you to know that we have engaged Porters TV Friday or that day. He has done some kind of jobs for us. He has gone around with his with drone to get most of these things he's talking about. We are aware of it. We are aware of it. And Friday that is here, he can attest to it. And we are going to send it to Slick FM for you to see. He has done. We know most of these things we are talking about. Be rest assured that we will do everything possible after today. All right. Today is the
last day of the
year. They call it season. They call it season.
Palazzo season.
Palazzo season. On street. Like yesterday, I was passing this Lagos district. Somebody trailer offloading on the road.
Or block
but because of his own selfish business.
And they are very unapologetic.
That is the most part of it. And when you talk, you start abusing you. Yes, and when you can engage in the police. The police will provide security for you from 7 o'clock in the evening to 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
You are making business. You are doing business. Your business cannot inconvenience the other person.
That's right.
Slick FM is going to cover some occasion. And they are waiting for him. He's not there. What would they say? They say Slick FM is incompetent.
Yeah.
Not knowing that one person blocked the road for unjustly. We won't accept that. It can never be accepted.
Yeah.
Even banks. The banks should warn. We are warning the banks now.
Thank God you mentioned it. How about schools? Most of these schools, they build schools without building car parks. They don't have.
What about supermarkets? So you build a supermarket without car park.
When they are doing graduations, you see them blocking the roads. And they block the roads.
And also the clubs too.
You have them in their numbers.
The clubs too.
And who is the owner of the road?
The clubs too.
Well, no. Who is the owner of the road?
The owner of the road.
The
road users.
Road users. Public, not for one person.
It's not for one person.
Yes. Let there be free flow of traffic.
All right. Let's attend to messages quickly. Good morning, Mr. Chairman. I congratulate you on your new appointment. My suggestion is that you use the radio and other media to sensitize the road users on the dangers of not obeying traffic. This message that is just played on the radio should continue. I think it will go a long way to right the wrongs on our roads. This is coming from Uche.
Uche, thank you very much. And help us to appeal to organizations to sponsor DESTMA for some of these.
DESTMA is a government agency.
Yes,
government has money.
No, government has money, but help government. Social services. Social services. Yes, because if you go to Lagos State, see what Zenith Bank is doing in Lagos State, decorating everywhere. Doing everywhere for LASMA. Let them do it again for us in DESTMA and data.
You can write to them now.
I have a friend, former GMD, Ebenezer Onyago.
Okay, Onyago.
Yes, pragmatic. Ebenezer Onyago is going to do something.
So by the time you write to them, they will sponsor. You could run this program for a year on Slick FM.
They should even buy us ambulances to evacuate accident victims on the road. We are bringing in so many innovations into DESTMA.
It's good to know. Let's continue with the messages. Good morning, presenters and the guests in the studio. I'm Prince Morgan. Many things do go wrong with the officers on the road, mostly when they apprehend road law breakers. Instead of enforcing the law to the proper channel, you see them negotiating with your offenders, and at the end, they will shake hands and let them all go. Offenders should be taken to the right channel. God bless Nigeria and Happy New Year in advance. Sorry, good morning. Congratulations, Mr. Chairman. What you are about doing is to save the lives of people, and God will strengthen you. Please, sir, if it will be possible, ensure that every driver undergoes driving school. They drive recklessly because they are illiterate and lack driving experience. Drivers who make calls while driving should be arrested. Every small thing can cause hold up here in a car land. Any reckless cyclist or motorist should be held very seriously, and their bikes and motor cars should be confiscated. But all those criminals who lose people's plate numbers and claim that bikes are parked wrongly, were you the one sending them? After Sudan from Agbo.
That is not DESTMA. That is local government. It's not DESTMA. It's not from Delta State government. And I want to say something again too. Anybody we catch using one way, we will take you to the the psychiatric hospital to know whether your head is correct.
All right.
Because if your head is correct,
you will not be doing that.
So you're going to go all the way to Benin because of that? Because there's no psychiatric hospital in Delta State.
We are even going to go to Lagos, even go to anywhere as long as they know, because some people must use that as scapegoat.
All right. Well, let's get to the messages. Good morning, sir. Oga DESTMA chairman. Your talk sweet. Where? But okay.
It's not going
to work because I am Andelik Bad. Okay, because I am Andelik Baje by your boys. No go let them walk. Now only those where not get level, it go walk for their head. For now behind Slick FM. Talking about Delik Baje.
Delik Baje are talking about it's everywhere. It's everywhere because we have bad eggs. We have told them, we addressed them yesterday. If you know you are not ready to walk, please drop our uniform. But if you are ready to walk, we know what to do. Because if you watch some of them to their welfare, we are going to talk about their welfare.
Okay,
the welfare
we prioritize their welfare.
Yes, their welfare. Have some incentives to motivate them, to dangle the carrot to them, so that when we start using the big stick, they will know that we are justified. There's no question of coming to call my family members that they should come and talk to me. No.
All right. Good morning, the Republic Road, the General Sanibaba and the traffic boss, Peter Idion. My question is College Junction Agbo part of your operations? If yes, why are your boys not fully operational like we have at Owa-Ekei Junction? JJ from Agbo.
Yes, we are aware of it. Like I told you, we have done a survey and we know most of these things. If we watch some traffic lights are not working, we are going to put them in place. We have just come on board. We are going to repair most of these things. There are some signs that are needed. Don't enter, don't take one way, don't do this. We are going to do them. We have just come on board. We are going to do our best. We will do our best and leave the rest for God. But I assure you, it's not going to be business as usual. And I'm still warning both people that offload during the daytime. I will not take it lightly.
Convent by garage, outside streets, even Orano street,
anywhere. If you yes, all the streets we have mapped out all the streets. If you like, go to a pastor to go and pray.
Even Baleki,
I don't mind. Go to any babalawo, I don't. But I'm going to do the job because anything you are doing, my uniform protects me. That is it. I'm going to be justified in anything I'm going to do.
All right. The message continues. Good morning, the Republic Crew. Thank you, Chief Idion, for all you have spoken about this morning. In civilized places, even governors and presidents obey traffic regulations and traffic lights. But in Akpo and Delta State, I have seen leaders, Toyota, Helios, being used by politicians and political appointees as well as their aides recklessly beat traffic, bullying other road users. Is it that they are above the law? If not, what will your DESTMA do about this? I noted from Imobi for VIPs.
The law has no respect of anybody.
Okay.
Anybody, if you beat the traffic rule, the only motor vehicle that can be exempted is ambulances. Why we exempt ambulances? It could be your brother
because of the emergency.
What about security operatives?
The security operatives depends on the security operatives, because if security operatives, maybe there's a kidnapping going on somewhere along the road, and the security operatives, you allow them to pass.
Or firefighting
vehicles. And I have told
those who provide essential services.
God bless you, General. You said it all.
All right. Thank you. Let's continue with the messages. This one reads, Kisley testing from First Power Line. Good morning to you all in the studio for bringing this topic today, being the last day of the year. I want people to talk more on this because many people will do this tonight, all in the name of celebrating the end of the year. I'm much concerned over the way people burn tires. Let's quickly talk about, we have 1 minute, that's the challenge, but let's in 1 minute talk about tire burning. Last year, December 31st, on this day, 2023, I was passing through Old Lagos Road by Abraka Road. People were burning tires and they were hitting vehicles. They were hitting vehicles. Yeah. They were, as a matter of fact, they were diverting vehicles as well. They didn't want you to. They didn't want road users to pass through that place. They set fire just in the middle of the road. How would you, as the chairman of DESTMA, how would you make sure that this night it doesn't happen in any of the 25 local government areas of Delta State?
That is a criminal act. Police should come in. The ACP, Assistant Commissioner of Police, area commander, is a very nice guy, and he has assured us that most of those things are going to. He's aware of it.
Okay,
that is a criminal act. It's no longer a traffic offense. He has become a criminal because for you to block road, tires and everything, and snatching people's car, that is a criminal offense, and I don't think police will take it.
All right. We have other messages, but time will fail us to take them. Evelyn Okole sent in hers. What about those who block road during burial? But we will not be able to take all the messages. Jim Ike, thank you from Ale Hamed. Thank you for your message. Honesty, thank you for your message as well. And Juvet from Agbo, thank you for your message. And yes, Chairman, Delta State Traffic Management Authority, Chief Peter Idion, the Adolo Dane of Agbo. Thank you so very much for coming around.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'm appealing to our traditional rulers too. They're going to help us.
Okay. Even religious leaders as well.
Even religious leaders. Because when you preach in church, it's not only tithe. You talk about the vices of the society. And in fact, what pains me is most of these things too are being done by church goers.
Or you just say religious worshippers.
Religious worshippers.
All right.
Then you see them block the road. Even the idol worshippers don't even block road. But it's the religious ones that Christians we have to.
Well, let's not profile the religion, so that.
I'm hoping that people invite me because we have a lot to talk.
Of course, we're going to make it a consistent one. We'll keep engaging you and your men, of course, so that the listener and those road users will also be aware of what to do and what not to do. Thank you so very much. What message do you have for the new year? Just in 30 seconds, one of time.
Please, don't drink and drive.
All right.
Please.
All right.
We have consideration of other road users. India Park also truck offload Ibu. I am making it. This is the 10th time I'm saying it. Don't call me. All right. Please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cassie is smiling.
We are totally out of time. We'll do this off air. Thank you so very much for coming, and thank you, listener, for listening. We're going to have a 24-hour broadcast today. We're not shutting down at 10 p.m. It's going to be till dawn. And from all of us out of the Republic, we'll see you next year. Next day is tomorrow, so we're going to see you tomorrow.
It's like 10 months time.
At just 7 a.m. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's been the General, Sonny, and Cassie, and of course we had the Chairman, Chief Peter Idion.
Sleek FM. What's up, everybody?